things aren't going so well. Now what I need is for you and the boys to lay low for a little while. In other words, stay out of the club.
For the nigga who be talking loud and holding his dick, talking shit, he better lay low. For the bitch that said I shot some shit up out of my dick, now she sick, she better lay low. For the niggas who be claiming my hood and really ain't for my gang, better lay low. I hope he don't be thinking I'm just talking and I won't do a thing. Really hope so.
Lay low, nobody move until I say so. Limo tent rolling deep like the president. See, I don't go to clubs, I never chase a bitch. I'm here to bang that gangsta shit to the apocalypse. We call it stress, some of y'all call it chocolate. Return of the top dog, it ain't no stopping this. Whatever the case, I ain't trying to catch it. Lay low, blow big dope and slang records. Unseen but well heard, do not disturb. The only reason you alive, cause I ain't sent a word. I flip faster than birds. Snoop Dogg will emerge from the smoke and go low. You shouldn't provoke, I bring the worst from the LBC. Smash motherfuckers thinking they gon' smash on me. Snoop and Dre give a fuck about what y'all say. From the world's most dangerous group, NWA.
I rise, it was no surprise, I always knew these fools would trip. Hating, faking, scheming on mine and on the down low talking shit. Best move cause I refuse to lose no matter which damn road I choose. So lay low cause you might be bruised. Top story on the evening news. I ain't for games, so if you wanna play, I'm lay low. Lay down on the floor, lay down on the floor. I'm in a rage, so if we gotta do this, let me know. That's what I came for, what I came for.
Where that nigga who be talking shit? He don't come around no more because I fucked this bitch. I made her suck my dick while I was squeezing the tits. And I hit it from the back, grip tight on them hips. She tried to make me come when I was trying to take her home. Dropped you off and see you fixing on your raggedy bro. Could dump you in the dome, little fag. And don't sag too hard, you show everybody you thong. Booyaka, we bring it straight to you. From 22 Delugas, the shit that shoot through you. Who you motherfuckers think the top dog bang with? The same clique he came with and made the game flip. Now niggas grow their hair, hold they stay and act hard. Best even though your CEO talk shit, get slapped hard. The backyard is where we get our scrap on. The black car drive by that you get capped on.
What's up, pimpin'? It's P and Snoop. With Dre on the beat, this ain't nothing but loot. They call me Jack Hammer for all the bread I got. Or they call me Bill Clinton for all the head I got. I keep shit realer, cause I'm all about my skrilla. The ladies love me cause I'm $1 million hitter. It's no limit till I D.I.E. CP3 or Rich McCallie where I be.
For the nigga who be talking loud and holding his dick, talking shit, he better lay low. For the bitch that said I shot some shit up out of my dick, now she sick, she better lay low. For the niggas who be claiming my hood and really ain't for my gang, better lay low. I hope he don't be thinking I'm just talking and I won't do a thing. Really hope so.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd like to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Yeah. Happy Sunday. Hello, everybody. You know, I was going to do a walk live today. I was thinking about it, and I was going to go live on the YouTube, but I decided against it. Not that I wouldn't do it to like walk around and stuff like that. I do it. But today the park is a little packed, little packed, and I don't want to do that thing where I'm holding up the phone and then people think that I'm recording them, and then we get into the auditor situation. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find a nice cozy spot and sit down and do this sitting down. Hey, how about that? Hmm. Um. So since I'm doing this, since I'm just sitting down and not doing nothing, I decided to make it an open panel. So it is an open panel. If you want to be on the panel, uh, I'm not just gonna put the link down. Uh, you got to say that you want to be up here. If you don't, it's cool. I get it. No problems. Uh, and I haven't sent the link to anybody, so nobody's gonna pop up. The only person that may pop up is my administrator, and that's if he wants to. But I only got one administrator, so if he comes along, then he might pop up. But other than that, I don't have anybody that'll surprise me here. Um, so I've been listening. I've been listening all around and stuff like that, and I've been listening more lately, mostly because I got more time to listen than I do to talk, and which is always a good thing, right? See, I think that a lot of times, especially people who talk, specifically those who talk, don't listen. They're not paying attention because they're talking. People who make noise don't have time to listen to other noise. You don't you try your best to want to listen to what is going on, but when you're consumed with the things that you're going to say and the things you're trying to say to make sense, you could kind of not hear the rest of the world as it's speaking. So I can be sympathetic to some people who don't understand some of the things that are going on, especially those who talk. Now I've been listening, like I said, I've been listening. Now I did a stream earlier, or I mean earlier, I mean a couple of days ago, um, and people took everything wrong out of it, even though I made it short. Sometimes I feel like I want to make a short live stream. I want to make a short live stream because I don't want people to have to sift through it to get to the point that I was trying to make. Yes, yes, Walter. Yes, they do. And hi, by the way, thank you for showing up. I know you're driving, and I made it short so that we wouldn't have you don't have to sift through the things that I was saying. What I was saying in that live, and if you couldn't catch it, I'll go ahead and clear it up now. What I was saying is that there's no point in criticizing each other for dumb things like, oh, you like this guy, you like that guy. Because really, that's what it's broken down to. It's broken down to who you think is cool and who you think is not, which, by the way, is not cool. That's not what cool people do. There is a gatekeepership happening here. And this is what I'm trying to make people aware of. If I needed to spell it out, then I'm sorry that I didn't. But you only need to look past the people that have been criticized and the people who are not criticized. I don't like to do this stuff because I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair. I don't necessarily believe that the people you may think I think are in the forefront of this stuff are. Because I don't. I think that some of us are played to a certain degree. And it's easy. It's easy for us to feel like maybe this is not that. Because you give a certain amount of credit to people. You don't ever come in 100% feeling somebody out like you would somebody else. And that's just a given. We just do that. That's just human nature. That's what we do. If you say walk outside of a bank and a guy walks up to you wearing a suit and tie and tells you, "Hey, man, let me tell you about investments," you're more than likely to listen to him if you're interested in that. But then at the same token, if you see a guy with tattered clothes, disheveled, and he tells you the same thing, you're gonna be like, "Hey, get away from me, buddy." That's just what we do. So I don't blame people for wanting to give credibility to certain people because based on what they think they know of them. That's just that's just a given. It's what we do. Kiko, what's up, buddy? So when I hear things that I feel like if I heard them anywhere else, probably would dishearten me. I don't in this aspect because I feel like, to a certain degree, these people don't see what's going on. I don't want to believe that they're a part of it because it doesn't seem that way to me. Now, somebody conflated my saying that about competition, and I just want to clear that up real quick. No, it's not a competition. How can it be? There is no competition. A competition would mean that we would have to be on the same playing field. We would have to start from the same point and end at the same point. Now, I said friendly, and that's the thing that people don't do. They don't listen. I said it could be a friendly competition. What does a friendly mean? It means an exhibition. It means exactly that. Friends. Hey, I'm a sister. I'm glad you're here. It's always nice to see you. And I wish you would come around more often. I do take a lot of your advice to heart. I'm a sister. By the way, I'm a sister is probably one of the most smartest people you'll find here on the internet, but she's or he, I'm not sure, but it says sister, so I'm gonna go with the she. Uh, she just types in a very funny way, and I don't know if she does that on purpose. But once you get to understanding the way she writes things out, there's some good advice in there. So I'm a sister. Thank you for showing up, and I appreciate you being here. Now, competition can be friendly, and it can be competitive. You can have fun ribbing somebody, and you can have fun going back and forth, but you have to just keep it under certain parameters and keep it without gaslighting people. Yes, it is. Thank you. And that's the thing that I don't get. Why the extra stuff? Why the gaslighting stuff? Why that? Why do that? Now, and maybe again, maybe it comes down to my thoughts that people just don't listen because there's a lot of things that pop up, a lot of things that they say that they think I say or other people say that have nothing to do with them, but they'll bring it up. It's just funny to me. Like you're not listening to what the conversation is. Are you not paying attention? You're restreaming something. Maybe if you didn't listen to it at 1.5 speed and slowed it down to maybe like a 0.75 or something, maybe it'll take maybe it'll hit you what people are talking about. You're it has become such a thing. It has become such a thing to have a gotcha moment, to get behind the moment where you could say, "Look at this, look at this, look at this," that you don't listen, that you're not paying attention. People can't say something without it turning into something completely different than what the person intended. Intention does mean something. It seems to me that it's more important to assume what the person feels than actually ask them what they feel. If someone tells you something and they're telling it to you straight, maybe you should listen. Maybe you should keep your ears open. Soak the information in. Don't automatically assume that what they're saying is destructive in nature. Listen. Listen to people. Listen to what they're saying. Take time with it. Now, I'm saying this like this, and I'm being not cryptic. Cryptic wouldn't be the word because I think you all know who I'm talking about. But I say it like this because, in general, we should all do this. I should do it. You should do it. I understand that some of us are content creators and we need content and we need to talk about things and we need to have our subjects and all that stuff. But take the time. Take the time. Don't just come out there and give it information. News reporters do that shit. The instant news. The I gotta report this right away so I don't get all the information out. You're not that. You're not breaking news. Leave that to the breaking news people. Give it time. And by the way, when it comes to YouTube numbers and all that stuff, what does it matter? What does it matter? I told you already. I told you already. If I wanted my numbers to go up, if I wanted to do things to make my numbers go up, I don't have to do anything more than to stream every day for a set amount of time over and over and over again. Depending on the content and how much I put out there, it's going to get views and people are going to be interested in it. Now, the focus of that channel, depending on how I want to go, would make how quickly it should get popular, right? Depending on my personality and how I talk about those things. So, like, if I decided to start talking about sports and I saw the sports channels, in a certain amount of time, I should be able to get somewhere like around 10,000 subs, right? Sports channels are very popular. So, if this is about views, subs, clout, popularity, about people watching me as I talk, if this was that for me, I could tell you right now, I could have started a sports channel a long time ago. Yeah, they did. So it's not about that for me. I like having conversations with people. I like understanding. I like interests that other people have because I just like that. I just like talking to people. I figured this out from the different jobs that I had throughout my life. The first real job that I really liked, was my job at KB Toys. I complain about it a lot. It was my first retail experience. Sucked, but at the same time, it was great because in that job, in that KB Toys, which was a unique KB Toys, it wasn't a KB Toys like the one at your local mall. No, this was at a place called the Citadel in Commerce, California. The Citadel is a place where a lot of foreign people go. A lot of foreign people go shop there. So it was my first experience talking to people outside of California that weren't other Americans. People from Russia, people from France, people from Italy, people from Africa. Yeah, for a sports channel for sure. So I talked to a lot of people from different cultures and it was fun. We had these cool conversations about different foods, different things. It just, I really liked it. But what I liked more than anything was having to let them know about, certain experiences that they would have eating tacos and stuff like that, and the different uh, uh, places they can go and where they would find authentic ones and stuff like that. And then them coming back with the information. That was good stuff. That was real good stuff. I used to love that. And that was the beginning of me wanting to know all the time. I just wanted to know about people. I wanted to learn about them. And when I found you interesting. And so after that, different jobs like working at a casino, working in the hospitality industry, you get to learn more and more about people. You get to learn about how they are and stuff like that and everything. And it's cool. And that's the part that I wanted from this. That's the part that I wanted from this. I just wanted to share what I've been looking for when it comes to this. I know there's another content creator out there, and I'll speak about her because I think we're in good terms. I think she's a nice girl. Uh, she's married, has a great channel as far as like when it comes to just having another channel where you want to just go and waste some time, have some fun. Tiffany wears T-shirts. She asked me a question on her not her last live, but a couple of lives ago. I think I can't remember if it was the last one or the most recent one. She asked me why I wanted to panel with her so much, why I wanted to go on panel with her specifically. She feels like I have nothing to take from her, and I say no, I don't, and I never did. There's nothing to take, Tiffany. No, no, there's nothing to take. I don't want to take anything from you. I want to learn from you. I want to learn more about you, but not just learn, but share. When I hear people talk on the internet, like when I heard Stone Vet talk, sometimes it's not it's not something about the actual subject that they're talking about that gets me interested. It's the way that they speak about it and the way they speak about things that are happening to them. It gives me pause because it reminds me of things that are around me. When I heard Stonebed talking, it reminded me a lot of my own friends, of my own community. And then when you would talk about Missouri, I mean, excuse me, when you would talk about St. Louis, I say Missouri. When he talks about St. Louis, he talks about his city, it reminds me of me and my friends. And then when I hear him talking about the military, it touches my heart because it reminds me of me and my friends. And then understanding that things that he went through and all the things that he's done not only gives him relatability, but it gives him my respect. So it makes me want to help him no matter what. Now, when it comes to somebody like Tiffany, when I hear her speak from a perspective that's different than from me, but for some reason has a lot of kind of the same thoughts. I feel a relatability there, but she doesn't share enough about things for me to have a complete, understanding of who she is. So I'd like to have a panel with her where we could just conversate about things and be open about them. See, I feel at least that if me and Stonebed had a panel, any panel, and we didn't have to conversate about Kaiser, about anything, we could carry on a conversation. We really could. But he lives outside of YouTube, and so I understand that. But hey, if he's ever in LA and he wants to come over here and have a beer, I'm more than happy to have one with him. But Tiffany's here in the internet, and I don't think she'll ever be here in LA. And I think that those conversations that we could possibly have, would probably be a lot more entertaining for other people to hear them as well. That's what I'm looking for, Tiffany. I'm looking for somebody that I can bounce off information that I got, my ideas, and because somebody can give them from your perspective. That's it. That's basically it. And it's hard. It's not easy to find. That type of stuff is not easy to find. You can't find somebody to bounce off information off of like that. There's not somebody that you could have chemistry with in a conversation like you would with just anybody. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. When you do find it, try to make something with it. That's exactly why I want to panel with you. That's it right there. There's no other reason to. Because when we've had panels and we've had conversations, we've been able to hold them and about any subject. So I'm very happy to do that with you. And it's fun too. I mean, come on, we've had fun. Even though a lot of it's been about drama. I think when it hasn't been, we've had a lot of fun just having conversations. So that's why I seek you out and I ask you if you want to do panels and stuff like that. I also feel more motivated to do them with you because they don't have to be about the drama that has been talked about over and over and over again. It can be about other things, and I think a mix of the audience helps a lot. Um, Matt Jim, I love Matt Jim. I don't know if he's here or not, or if he's been around, but I love Matt Jim, and I wish he would come around more often. There's much more to this YouTube experience than I've put out yet. I barely even dipped my feet into this thing. Barely even dip my feet. I barely even put my big toe into the pool. I haven't even done that. So I just want to put it out there that not all of this is the same thing for everyone. And if you just listen and stop waiting for the gotcha moment, stop waiting for that moment to put somebody down, stop waiting for the moment to break somebody down, then you would see that this isn't about what you think it's about. Stop hearing your own voice. Stop making decisions confirming your own bias. Confirmation bias is running rampant right now. Do you guys know those words? Because a lot of words are thrown around here. A lot of words are thrown around here. Hope. Uh, what's the other one? um, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You know all the words that I'm talking about. They're always thrown out there. They're thrown out there over and over and over. But there are two words that I want everybody to avoid. Well, at least avoid the idea of them for you. Confirmation bias. Because I promise you that if you want something to be real, it can be. It really can be. But if you're not paying attention, you're not listening, you're allowing people to guide you in places that you didn't think you would go. I don't care how smart you think you are. I don't care how much college you think you've had, how much things you've experienced. You're susceptible to it. You're susceptible to your own confirmation bias. Yeah, we all are. Even the best of us. So don't take it as an insult if somebody's telling you to open your eyes about shit. Don't take it as an insult. Take it as a moment to ask yourself, have I been really that lost in sauce? Have I really not been paying attention? It's easy to. It's easy to forget. It's easy to get distracted. We all get distracted. So don't take it as an insult. Give yourself time. Think about it. Listen. Right. And I'm not. It's cool. Again, you got to listen if you want to know the man. You got to listen. Can't be. Can't just be going off what other people say. Especially when the resource is there for you. Especially when you can go to him. Especially when you are no more further away from one button to the other. If you can block them out, you can invite them in. You want to get to know them? Open up the panel. Anyways, my panel is open. So if anybody wants to come up, just let me know now, and I'll put the stream link down. We can talk. Um, I would prefer to talk to Tiffany wears t-shirts because, like I said, I like I like having conversations with her. She's fun. She actually has conversations about things, and is not just trying to drum up drama. She's not just trying to say things to make people angry or to try to move a needle that I don't understand people want to move because it's not compelling enough. It's not compelling enough to have people just share things. No, they need to share. They need to share their crap, right? They need to try to make people feel like crap. I don't know. I don't know how you feel inside, but me personally, I don't want to feel like crap. I want to feel good. So I don't wish to have those kinds of conversations with people. But I don't know. She might be busy too. Life is like that. Yeah, she did. She did. I saw it. I saw it. And again, I'm that's and those types her lives, her walking dog lives and stuff like that. They are fun. I mean, I want to do stuff. I want to do something like that too. I really do. I would love to do a walk live, but I just like I gotta find a place that's a little bit more secluded and I don't want to like I don't want to be holding up my camera and then people think that I'm recording them. I want to make it so that it's not in anybody's space, but at the same time you get to see a lot because that's what's really cool about her lives is that you can see a lot of that forest. You can see a lot of the stuff that she walks in, and she doesn't really run into a lot of people. So I would love to start doing those. But I gotta choose a path that's not gonna be so laced with people, or maybe do it later on in the afternoon or night. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. I'll figure that one out. But still, I enjoy it. I enjoy it because she's just being herself. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that I've been to. I mean, and for those of you who are gonna say, oh, but what about all that other stuff that you said about oh how you like the mess and stuff like that? Listen, I said I do. We all do. Drama sells, okay? Don't get it twisted. All right? Jerry Springer, The Maury Show, um, those daytime novellas, all that stuff, it's popular for a reason. It's popular for a reason. Drama sells, okay? It's completely understood. I'm not a hypocrite to it. I like it too. I like the mess when it doesn't involve me. But also the luxury of the Jerry Springer show. Well, as far as like everybody else in America is concerned, I don't know so much about the small towns of those people are from, is that it ends when the TV show ends. When the TV show turns off, you no longer need to think about that. You need to think about that dude who has four baby mamas, and the lie detector test determined that he was lying to all of them. You don't have to worry about, the paternity test. You don't have to worry about whether or not that guy actually does what he said he was going to do, is take care of the kid when the paternity test proves that he is the father, right? When the TV show is off, the TV show is off. That that would be the luxury of those old drama shows. The thing about YouTube and the thing about the internet is that it's never turned off. It never stops. It never stops. It's always on. So it's up to you. It's up to you how you treat your escapism. It's up to you. So yeah, oh well, if that's the case, then why would I say it? See, the thing is that the thing is that, dude, you may think you don't need this advice. You may think, and you know what? You may even know it. I mean, there's things that I forget too. Like, like sometimes, like I'll forget something that somebody had told me once or whatever. Then I remember, and I'm like, oh yeah, somebody did tell me that once. I knew this lesson already, right? But we forget, or we just haven't we haven't had to go through that in a while. I mean, even sometimes, even sometimes we've gone out of our way to make sure that we're protected from certain things because we understand that we're either like gonna run into people who are deceitful or people who want to take from us and stuff like that. So we become very guarded and protected, and we think that we've guarded ourselves enough that we don't ever have to worry about experiencing that again. And it, you don't know that. You don't know that. That's not the way life works. So if nobody needs it, fine. That's great. But I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't feel like that wasn't true. Because it is true. People do need to hear this. People do need to listen. I'm not. I'm not saying that this is your your path to a better life, or that I'm gonna change the world or anything like that. Because I'm not. But if you could take the time to listen and pay attention and not just open your mouth every second to try to say something because you got to get them. You got to get them. Then maybe you might catch something that you didn't expect. Maybe you might find yourself listening to somebody that you agree with. I don't know. Well, I am. Well, it's not really, like I said, it's not really a competition when you're not on the same playing field. You're not playing the same game. You're not even. It's not even. It's not even played by the same rules. I'm sorry, but it's not. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I may not be able to compete with certain channels, but that's because I'm not even trying. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that I haven't even put forth the type of effort, not even 2% of the type of effort you think that I would need to do these kinds of things. This has been the lowest amount of effort I could put into something. I have so many things going on with me. You wouldn't understand. This is low effort. Yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Look, I'm not even trying, man. But this is not about that. Because I know I don't want to try here. I'm not trying to do anything but have fun here. And that's for real. So I'm not gonna do this for long. I was hoping somebody would come up and panel with me, but if nobody wants to come up, it's fine with me. I'd rather keep it short and sweet and to the point so that we don't have to sift through hours to listen to one thing that one person said to get them in a gotcha moment. Oh, you got me? You never had me. Well, I did say I would. Oh, well, did you want me to put down the link, Finkel? Because I didn't. Oh, right. I said I would. Hang on. Well, there you go. I dropped it down. So this is the part of the live where you can either cut out and take your time. But I'll call it intermission. You can cut out, pause it if you're on the replay crew, uh, come back to it. I don't know. Take your time. Well, hello,
Clip.
sir.
How you doing, Jerry? What's up?
What's up, man?
Here to enable you.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I don't even know where that came from. Enable me how? I was when I heard that I was like enable me how how are these people even thinking like it's like it just doesn't make any sense. I could have sworn I didn't know you until the Kaiser stuff. So I don't even know how they would say that I. It's just weird. It's just like I said.
Allegedly in Minecraft, when I communicate with you, when I let you up on my panel, when I opine on things, I'm white knighting for you and I'm enabling you. So clip it, boys. Go ahead and clip it.
Oh, but yeah, but SV coming on and saying, "Oh, am I going to fire Jeff?" That's not white knighting. No, that's not white knighting at all.
That's the gayest white knighting I've ever seen. But
Right.
people are going to do. They tell me I don't understand how YouTube works. I love that. I love that. YouTube is huge. There's music channels. There's political channels. There's how to fix things channels. There's drama channels. There's First Amendment channels. There's anti-First Amendment channels. There's, but because I don't see YouTube in their little narrow-minded way, I don't know how YouTube works. Oh, and because I don't know some, what do you call them? Gamer language? I don't even know what the hell gamer language is.
Well, you're if your gaming stopped at ColecoVision, yeah, you shouldn't know any gaming words.
My brother used to play Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games with his friends that have these marathon weekends. So I learned a few things like 10-sided dice and roll for initiative and non-player character, NPC. And someone who told me we don't allow gamer language on here often calls people NPCs. I'm like, is that not gamer language? The truth, I don't know, but okay, gamer words.
A non-playable character, and I know some people who just learned that who want to use it like they've known it their whole lives.
Yeah.
Listen, that doesn't impress me. Fucking people who have gamer language, because that can be picked up at any moment. You watch any YouTube streamer's video at any moment, and you'll pick up gamer language. Really, yeah. It's the Twitch streamers that brought that along, because it's like Twitch streamers actually play games while people are watching them, and so people got used to that, and so it's like that type of it's that type of vernacular starts evolving because of it's easier to say things like that, right? And also when you say, you know, like NPC or whatever, like, you know, people know what they're talking about. It's just a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times, guys. You're not special. You're not different. It's just a sign of the time.
You pick up words of things you experience. Am I allowed to say the F word here?
Yes.
Okay. I have been in many situations. I'm 59 years old. I'm a Navy veteran, Army veteran. I've had a full life. And until I started watching a specific channel, specifically a certain channel, I started hearing the word unfuck. I've heard of fucked. I've heard of clusterfuck, but I've never heard of unfuck. But I watched that channel and dunked on channel so much that I picked up the verbiage. And on my job call with 120 people listening, I told our database team to unfuck themselves. And I realized, I don't know if I made that word up or just picked it up from watching that specific general channel. So if I said something gamer in modern gaming, I'm not aware of it. I'm watching YouTube and I'm picking up language. Another one is psyops. Psyops. Now, in the YouTube world, in my arguments with people on Delphi forums, I've called it mind games. I'm playing mind games, or you're playing mind games, or women in my past played mind games. I never thought of calling a military using a military operation word psyops. I've heard of psyops before when I was in the military, but I was recently clipped saying something about psyops. I literally picked up psyop in that context from a specific channel who dunked on me for using the word psyops. I'm like, get the fuck here.
It's going to the subject of my of this live, is that people don't freaking listen. They just don't fucking listen. They're not listening. They're not paying attention. Like they want to hear what makes them happy. They're confirming their biases. So anytime they listen to something, they're waiting for something to make me right. Please make me right. That's all they're doing when they're listening to it. They're not listening to it in the context of I'm a neutral player and I'm getting both sides of the story. They're listening to it with, please, I want to be the one correct. I want to be the one that comes out on top. And if you do that, you will find it. You will find it if you want it, because that's the way confirmation bias works. And so all this stuff, you know, like, and then what was the other thing I heard? They said something, I'll remember it right now. Go ahead. I'm trying to remember what was the thing that I heard him say that made me just fucking chuckle. Um, God damn it, I can't remember right now. You were saying they said that you were saying gamer words psyop. What was it? I can't remember now. This dumb thing came and it distracted me. Now I can't remember. It's like a dumb
Unfuck?
trick, man. It was unfuck. No, unfuck. I can't remember now. This
I
stupid thing.
like what you just said about confirmation bias. I couldn't think of the fancy word, but I did a video recently where I had a cartoon character saying, you see what you want to see and you hear what you want to hear. And that's not just pointing fingers at other people. I've caught myself doing it. I was absolutely sure I saw someone say something in a video, and I spent 3 hours going over 20 minutes of the video where I'm sure I thought I heard it, and I actually didn't hear it. I just thought I heard it.
And thank you for saying that because I just remembered what it was.
Okay.
I heard someone say that I was calling you Sarge because I kept saying Sarge in the video, right? I kept saying yeah, Sarge, right? And they made it seem like I'm over here like trying to be like a military cuck because I'm calling you like you Sarge or whatever, and it's like no, no, I'm not. That's YouTube language. You don't go around calling people like like I don't call you out your real name. You know what I mean? I don't go around calling you Todd. You know what I mean? I call you by the moniker that you hold. But of course, some people have long monikers. Like you sometimes have Sergeant Finkel, whatever, right? And so when I'm talking to you and I'm addressing you, I say Sarge because that's the first thing on your name. I say Sarge. I'm not like yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not like oh yes, Sergeant, my sergeant. You know what I mean? That's not it. That's not it at all. You know what I mean? It's like you know if you have the luxury of knowing somebody enough that and they're accepting of you saying their name like Josh, then okay, you'll say that, right? But if you don't, then you say SV or you say Stone Vet, right? That's how you speak to people. That doesn't mean that I'm like saying that he's a stone vet or he's a stoner all the time or that I don't know. It just made me laugh. They're like, he's sergeant. He's gonna call him sergeant. No, I'm talking to somebody who has a moniker that says sergeant. Now, just like that one idiot who was putting master sergeant whatever on this thing. And I'm not talking about Craig. Or Greg, excuse me. I'm not talking about Greg. I'm talking about the other guy. Okay, before anybody decides to turn this into something that it isn't, I'm talking about the guy that was using Master Sergeant, the Aussie dude, the dude that was using Master Sergeant. I forgot what was the other part that he put.
Master Sergeant RTO.
Master Sergeant RTO. Like if I started calling him Master Sergeant, right? I'm not calling him Master Sergeant. I don't believe he's a Master Sergeant. I don't even think that he's a Master Sergeant. But his moniker says that. So I'm addressing him in that way because his moniker says that. It doesn't mean that I'm like, I know that he's a Master Sergeant. I'm saluting him. It's like, no, come on now. And
I don't know if you're up to date, but Master Sergeant RTL is now Stone Jew podcast, and he's also known as Vegas Vips.
Oh, he's Vegas Vips too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And we're well past the point where Vegas Vips openly admits it. He does. He did that channel's now as Stone Jew podcast is just videos making fun of people, and including me, including he's gone after shit. It's just jokes.
He tries to go after. He tries to go after me. I don't know if he's trying to go after him or just make fun of him. I don't know. The thing is that like, dude, like his criticisms, the things that he goes after are like easily dispelled, and also it's like you're that's another person, like, you know, like, dude, like if you really wanted to make a joke of somebody, find yourself in a neutral place where you can make fun of them without you know, like doing things that are very obvious, because it's very obvious that he doesn't like any of us because we don't like his stance on women and how he treats them. So he automatically goes to those things. It's like, dude, fine.
Now that he came out on my channel, for public safety was on my panel, and he came up as as himself, Vegas Phipps, and we were opining on who Master Sergeant RTO might be, and then Vegas Phipps said in that drunken country voice, "Yo, Chris, I'm gonna come jack off your horses," and I recognized that exact wording from when he came on as my brother's keeper on Stone Vet's channel. I'm like, wait a minute. And they all started laughing at me because apparently I was the last one in my cluster to realize that he was the same guy. But he came out on a lot of things. That channel now, he pokes fun at people, including me, and I find it funny. I don't know if his intention is to be mean or to be silly. But there's some funny stuff there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always tell people, like, when I know what their soccer accounts are, like they're like, no, it's not me. They act all weird about it. I'm all like, listen, speech patterns are a thing. Okay, so if you really want to find out who's who in the sock world, just pay attention, listen. If you listen and you pay attention, you'll figure it out pretty quickly. As
Master Sergeant RTL, he hit it well by only sharing his AI voice, the Aussie voice. He would never live. I mean, he'd go on lives, but he would never speak on lives. He'd just make references to his AI voice. So he had he had the Kaiser crew fooled. He had the F3 crew fooled. He had me fooled. As far as I know, he had everyone fooled until he came out, until he let us know. The term white knighting means to defend someone who never asks to be defended, taking up a cause when there's no cause. Wessington Hennessy, I remember that name. Okay.
I mean, is that what that means? I don't know. I mean, well, I just thought.
Yeah, if you look it up in Urban Dictionary, there's several meanings. Usually, people are trying to suggest that a man is trying to defend a woman because he wants the woman. But in YouTube land, it's kind of expanded to anyone who defends anyone. But everyone kind of tends to defend others.
Right. I mean, it doesn't like, listen, I have my morals and things that like I find important, things that I wouldn't wish on other people, and I wish people would not do and stuff like that. So yeah. when people for me are out of bounds, I will say something, regardless of whether that person, the person that needs my defender or doesn't need my defending, would ask for it, because it's not about me trying to defend that person. It's about me defending that situation. The person should not be attacked in that way, right? It doesn't make a difference whether that person to me is someone that I'm agreeable with or not. I think that's one of the things I respect about Shiz, even though, like everybody would tell me, like, like, hey, I get a lot of crap because I've said it once and I've said it 100 times before. I may not like her, she may not like me, but I respect her because I've seen her do things like that where it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. That's it. That's all. I'm not expecting a whole, like, give me a sword and like be like, hey, you know what I mean? But it's like, if it's not cool, it's not cool. And that's what I say. It's like, hey man, you don't need to go there because that's not cool. Like, you know what I mean? That's how things are for me. Like, if you want to take up the cause and defend me because they see something that I don't see, or that maybe they feel like it's unfair. Hey, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I'm glad that they did that. I'm happy that somebody out there at least cares enough to want to.
Well, the word respect has a lot of meanings too. I've lost respect for that person who you just named. I used to actually respect her and think highly of her level of maturity until I got a peek behind the Discord wall. And my whole opinion of that person changed. But I guess in a way, I still have respect for her. If I'm in the woods near a farm and I got to pee and there's electric fence, I respect electric fence enough not to pee on the fence.
Wow.
I'm going to pee in the other direction.
Gotcha. Wow.
There you go. Yeah, but that is a type of respect. Okay, I realize. Yeah.
Hey, well, hey, I mean, if there's a bear trap in the woods, I respect it enough not to walk in front of it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. And look, I've said it too before. She's a very divisive character, and I think she plays into her own confirmation biases. I think if she didn't, it, people would probably look at her different. But whatever. That's that. Who am I, right? I'm a fucking idiot who fucking sends dick pictures to people, right? Apparently, I've sent over 20,000 to people. Oh no, excuse me. That's how much money I owe now. I owe $20,000 now, when that wasn't even close to what I owed. But okay, so it's like
yeah, several people claimed that the other day. I'm like, really?
yeah,
If someone's
yeah.
done to outside of a banking contract, loan a friend or an acquaintance $20,000. If that's true, the loaner is one dumb fucker. I don't think that's true. But as I was trying to explain where I saw the 20,000 number several times, I was trying to express it's between the loaner and the loanee. It's nobody else's business.
Yeah, well, I mean that was my first take on it, but that wasn't enough for everybody. But you know what? The reason why I decided, I'm gonna take ownership of this and be like, because, and it wasn't because everybody started getting on me. It wasn't because because like I said before, and I told this to everybody 100 times. If I wanted to make that debt go away, I could easily disappear and nobody would ever find me. Nobody would ever find me. There'll be no more debt. There'll be no more Jerry, and I could pop up somewhere else and just be something else.
The way, yeah, exactly. Like what was the guy's name? Tats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he disappeared as Tats. He's still on YouTube. I don't remember where, but he's still doing things on YouTube. He's just chosen a different corner of YouTube. The same people say you're running away from that. Also say I ran away from a guy who stole my iPhone a couple years back. Now, the video clearly shows me trying to chase him. Now, I'm 57 years old 2 years ago, and he's a young kid. Yeah, he can outrun me. That doesn't mean I'm avoiding him. In fact, I pursued him. In fact, I went back there several times after that, trying to get that fucker. He's just a little quicker than me. That's all. Does that mean I'm afraid of him? I'm sorry. The way they say we're running away from stuff, I'm like, hello.
Right, like yeah, like and it's like I like the attempt to sabotage on my channel. Like if I didn't know that was the plan, I like to now kind of show my cards a little bit, because I really don't. I like to think that I'm a better poker player than I've bragged about. But one of the biggest cards I held was Guadalupe. I knew that she was just waiting to do something. She was waiting to start, like messing around with my shit. And so I allowed it to happen. I allowed it to happen because I wanted to see how far she would go.
Yeah.
She actually went I on me. She went real soft, and I think and I actually appreciate her for that.
Oh.
I actually think that I believe it or not, I think that she likes me more than she likes to put out. I'm not trying to be. I'm not
You're white knighting shit. Not shiz. Guadalupe. I'm kidding.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is that I put her in a position where she could have really hurt my channel hard. Like if she wanted to hurt me, she could have, but she didn't. She actually, or maybe it was a little guilt because of the whole dick pic thing. Maybe I don't know. I
would like to opine on Guadalupe real quick. The other day when I did my Q&A, she tried to flex that nursing. Now, I don't know what kind of nurse is she. Is she one of those nurses that wipes elderly people's ass at the nursing home? Is she an LPN? Is she an RN? I don't know. But she tried to flex her nurse skills when I don't know how the subject went there, but go ahead and clip this, boys. Get ready to clip. Clip now. I was talking about at my age and my heart condition, for me to get sexually aroused, I have to take a pill, a generic Viagra. You clipping it, guys? You clipping it? Okay. And she came up in chat and said, no cardiologist would prescribe Viagra to her patient. And I turned my ball around and said, Dr. Moalemi, my cardiologist, the same person who prescribed my heart surgery. And I told her, shut the fuck up, nurse, or shut up, bitch, or I can't remember what I said, but apparently not as medically inclined as she tries to flex, because I think a cardiologist is a little bit higher in the medical pay grade than a nurse. I'm not putting down nurses by any means. I'm just like, don't flex that stuff if you don't know what you're talking about, you know?
Well, there's also there's another thing too, and that has a lot to do with the medical journals and all that stuff. Like one day coffee is the greatest thing for you, the next day it's a fucking carcinogen. It's like there's so many opinions, right? There's so many opinions about these things that it's like that's why a doctor himself will tell you, like, don't just take my opinion. Go check out other specialists and stuff like that. See what what information works or whatever. It's not an exact science. It's not an exact science.
Right.
We're talking about the human body. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I will never put myself in a position to say that Lupe is stupid. I don't like saying things like that because
she's mean, and she plays cards that she doesn't really understand that she's playing. I just want to comment to Essington Hennessy, who plays two sides of fences all over the internet. Fraud at Wrangler, wherever she goes, she plays both sides. She says I sound angry. When you heard me quote what I said yesterday, I was imitating the anger. Look at my face. Do I look angry? Yeah, stupid. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like to think she does. She likes to do that thing where it's like I'm not bothered, so you shouldn't be bothered type of thing. Where it's like if whoever plays the coolest hand is the one that looks the best. That's her angle on that all the time. So that's why when she comes in and she tries to ruffle you up. Her thing is to get you to look like you're unhinged. And if she doesn't look unhinged, then she won the day, and that's pretty much her angle on that stuff. But I don't know. I think that she loves the game and she likes to play it. So whatever. I don't know. I just don't take it personal anymore. I did at one point. I'm not gonna lie. I did. And also the other part about the dick pic. I don't know. People say that I was tricked into it. Other people say that it's what I do, I guess, apparently. But look, guys, number one thing you guys need to know about that, I was in the middle of a lot of emotional shit. Is it an excuse? No. Is it what was going on? Yes. I was going through a lot of shit. Lupe was talking to me in a very nice, personal way that was much sweeter than what she is, online to other people. It made me believe that maybe, there was something there that probably wasn't, or maybe, I don't know. I still don't know. All I know is that I felt something with her, and I was trying to express it in some kind of way. Now, I've been out of the game for a long time, and so not being single for a long time, I was out of practice. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And so I'm thinking this girl who was like hyper into this fucking dick shit and fucking like does all kinds of crazy stuff like that online, then she wouldn't mind or whatever. And so I did something stupid. I did something real stupid, and I apologized for it. And I promise you that I never did that again. The other situation, now that is a different situation. Like I said, if you want to back that horse, if you want to say that person is absolutely honest and truthful in everything that she's saying, then by all means, do that. But there's more and more information coming out with that shows that lady is not correct and not right, and how she and the things that she says and how she lies. So, and trust me, I'm not the only one when it comes to that situation. Now, did it happen a little too close to each other? Yeah, I understand that, and I understand that she drummed up a lot of really bad feelings. But you know what? That was that. And so, when it comes to Lupe, I don't know, man. I'm still like on the fence with her. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I do really like her. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she reminds me of somebody. Maybe it's because of uh, maybe it's because of the Latino aspect. I'm used to it. Like I've had girlfriends that are like her, that are like really sweet, and then they'll fucking kick your ass when they want to and shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I'm what do they call it? Uh one of those guys that likes to be abused. What do they call it? A masochist? Is a masochist? Maybe I'm a masochist. I don't know. Maybe.
You remind me of something. You're Latino, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you consider Latino?
Anything from the Spanish, like that. They came from Spanish colonization.
Spanish, Central, South America, the Caribbean islands, Puerto
Yeah,
Rico,
yeah, yeah.
Mexico, Panama. Look, I did too. You ever heard of a Puerto Rican or a Mexican or a Panamanian? What you just described as Latino. You ever heard them called Spaniards?
No, I don't think so. No, no.
I think a Spaniard is a person from Spain who's mostly Caucasian. But I heard an idiot refer to the guy who stole my iPhone as a Spaniard. And I'm like, that's a pretty good Spaniard. I don't know. But I'm a
No.
dipshit. I'm an angry dipshit. Somebody else said it. Who said it? Somebody. People can say a lot of mean things about you, but you're actually a pretty nice guy. When people say this is forgiven and still hold it against you, you forgive them. When they do mean things to you, you still forgive them, and that's pretty cool. But that's because you're a little bit more honorable than people give you credit for. Some people, I shouldn't say people.
Well, listen, I claim the moniker of the unforgiven for a reason. Like I said, no matter what I do, no matter who I do it with, no matter how much I've walked the path of trying to get redeemed,
yeah.
there is no redemption for somebody that people don't want to redeem. I don't get forgiven because people won't, no matter what. And it's not, and it's been proven time and time again. Because I do one thing, and it's like it doesn't please somebody else. If I don't please that other person, then I'm not pleasing somebody else. And it's like that's just the way the world works. And I was on top of my moniker when I picked it because that's the way it's been for me when it comes to this online stuff. Like I anytime I do anything online, it's never enough. It's never enough. It's just not enough. But like I've told people 100 times over.
I don't know if it'll work or not. And I'm sorry, I'm really overtime. I should be hitting the shot. I got a meeting tonight, Democrat meeting for all you conservatives out there. I'm going to a Democrat meeting. What was my point? Oh, I don't know if it's work. I'm not a psychologist, but in the movies, I've seen it work. You familiar with Eminem and the movie 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Near the end, he went to one of these rap battles, and the other guy was just really, really good because they exchange in rhyme insults. And so when Eminem,
I see the movie.
I do live with my mom. I am in the trailer and blah blah blah. He put himself down for his whole time, and he says, "Now what?" And he gave the other guy a chance to do it, and the guy was like, "I've got nothing. You just took all the insults away from me. So go ahead and clip that I'm a 59-year-old heart patient on Viagra. Go ahead and clip that I have a bad hair day before I take a shower, and I got a tooth missing, and that's how I play it. I don't know if it would work for you or not, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I came in on self-deprivation because I talked about my felony record like one of the first streams I ever had. So it's like again when I hear people say things like when they talk about my felony or they talk about anything that I've talked about before in the past and stuff like that, I just laugh because I'm the one who brought it up to begin with. So it doesn't really bother me. And the whole thing about the dick pic and how people say that I'm here to scam people or whatever. If that were true, there would be more dick pictures out there for you guys to sift through. There would be more people than just two talking about it. there'd be more scammed people than just the people that you talk about. And most of the people that you guys want to say that I scammed out of are people who just for whatever reason, and I don't know why, because one day they were cool and they wanted to see me succeed, they wanted to help me out. They were giving me their excuse me, they were giving me their support, their love, and then all of a sudden it's no longer support, it's no longer love, it's a loan, and it's a how dare you. So I don't I can't tell you if people want to change their minds on that stuff. I don't I can't, whatever, you know what I mean. Hey, the stories are out there. You want to fill them up to confirm your biases about me, then go ahead, do that. Fill them up to confirm your biases. But no matter what, it doesn't change the reality of who I am, because who I am is not those things.
Right.
And in the long run, that will show. I don't have to do anything more than that.
Right.
And so that's why, like, I don't care so much to like be on top of it over and over again. If you do stop and listen and pay attention, you'll see that I'm not the one bombarding people, telling people that I'm not sending dick pics and that I'm not scamming people. I defend it when it comes to me, but I don't.
Yeah, I got to go.
I don't.
And I would agree with anyone who thinks that taking a personal loan without a contract and paying it back slowly may be bad judgment. The dick pic thing's not something I would approve of or do myself. But I got to tell you, the people constantly coming in here giving you a hard time about that. Did you kill anybody? When was the last time any of those people went into Kaiser's channel and pointed out his flaws? Sure, you talk about it behind his back, but when was the last time you went into Kaiser's channel, like you're in this channel now, and called him out on his murder? Called him out on his break-in felonies?
Well, to be fair to those people, Kaiser does delete people and hide them and get rid of them the minute they start talking about it. I mean, I guess I'm much like him in that sense, right? Where I'm just deleting people and getting rid of people, for coming in here like that. I've told everybody, I don't care. Whatever you want to say to me is fine. You can say that to me. I just don't want to go in circles with it. I don't want to get distracted with it. That's the only thing that'll keep me from not wanting to hear you. Because once things have been said, and once everything's been done, there's nothing more to be said. I mean, you could sit there and cry about it over and over again, but my mind is made up as far as like what I want to do. And if you don't want to. If you don't care for that, if you want to continue, well, rag on me on your own channel. Go get on your own channel, put up the stream, make fun of me, do whatever you're gonna do. That's it.
That's a fair point that he kicks and bans, or his mods kick and bans. But about 90% of your detractors who come in here because you borrowed money or you sent somebody a picture, 90% of them have and do regularly bring up fake accounts. You go into Kaiser's channel and you call him out on his murder. He kicks you. You change accounts, just like Vegas Phipps, just like Mirrors 420 DAC. You create the fake account and you call him out on it. If you care as much about a murder as you do about a personal loan or a private picture sent from one individual to another. That's all I got to say about that. I really got to get going. You guys have a great day, including the Detroit down there. Talk to you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for showing up. Oh, Mirrors, come on, man. Did you feel that way about K4's channel? Come on, dude. Whatever is happening with the channel at the moment, that person does whatever the hell they're gonna do, it doesn't really do much. I mean, you really, it's a rare thing, dude. It's a rare thing. I know you may feel that way, but that is not how things are gonna work out. Well, I don't know. Again, I can only say for what I feel and what I do. Um, I think he made some good points. Anyways, um, right, exactly. Good shit, Mirrors. Glad you're back. All right, so Cardi B, I didn't see you here. Did I say hi to you, Cardi? Love you, baby. Joey, it's nice to see you back, man. You know, I would think with all the, hermano stuff, you know what I'm saying? But oh well. Oh well, I get it. Anyways, bye, Mirrors. Hope to see you soon. Uh, anyways, guys, that'll do it. I'm not even on my tight two yet. I'm at 1:30, but that'll do it. That'll do it for this one. I think I said what I need to say. I think Finkel needed to say what he had to say. I think he needed to get that off of his chest, and I think he did a good job of it. All right, guys. So, other than that, I guess I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Remember, you know, shit's more important than the internet. Go touch some grass. Go find some friends. Hang out. Have a little fucking fun. Get away from this, and I'll see you guys when you're ready to come back. Oh well, I'm glad you liked it, Lupe.
Things aren't going so well. Now what I need is for you and the boys to lay low for a little while. In other words, stay out of the club.
For the nigga who be talking loud and holding his dick, talking shit, he better lay low.
Lay
For
low,
the bitch that
lay
said
low.
I shot some shit up out of my dick, now she sick, she better lay low.
low,
For
lay
the
low,
niggas
lay
who be
low.
claiming my hood and really ain't for my gang, better lay low.
low, lay low.
I hope he don't be thinking I'm just talking and I won't do a thing. Really hope so.
Lay low, nobody move until I say so. Limo tent rolling deep like the president. See, I don't go to clubs, I never chase a bitch. I'm here to bang that gangsta shit to the apocalypse. We call it stress, some of y'all call it chocolate. Return of the top dog, it ain't no stopping this. Whatever the case, I ain't trying to catch it. Lay low, blow big dope and slang records. Unseen but well heard, do not disturb. The only reason you alive, cause I ain't sent a word. I flip faster than birds. Snoop Dogg will emerge from the smoke and go low. You shouldn't provoke, I bring the worst from the LBC. Smash motherfuckers thinking they gon' smash on me. Snoop and Dre give a fuck about what y'all say. From the world's most dangerous group, NWA.
I rise, it was no surprise. I always knew these fools would trip. Hating, faking, scheming on mine and on the down low talking shit. Best move cause I refuse to lose no matter which damn road I choose. So lay low cause you might be bruised. Top story on the evening news. I ain't for games, so if you wanna play, I'm lay low. Lay down on the floor, lay down on the floor. I'm in a rage, so if we gotta do this, let me know. That's what I came for, what I came for.
Where that nigga who be talking shit? He don't come around no more because I fucked this bitch. I made her suck my dick while I was squeezing the tits. And I hit it from the back, grip tight on them hips. She tried to make me come when I was trying to take her home. Dropped you off and see you fishing on your raggedy bro. Could dump you in the dome, little fag. And don't sag too hard, you show everybody you thong.
Booyaka, we bring it straight to you. From 22 to Lugas, the shit that shoot through you. Who you motherfuckers think the top dog bang with? The same clique he came with and made the game flip. Now niggas grow their hair, hold they stay and act hard. Best even though your CEO talk shit, get slapped hard. The backyard is where we get our scrap on. The black car drive by that you get capped on.
What's up, pimpin'? It's P and Snoop. With Dre on the beat, this ain't nothing but loot. They call me Jack Hammer for all the bread I got. Or they call me Bill Clinton for all the hate I got. I keep shit realer, cause I'm all about my skrilla. The ladies tell me cause I'm $1 million hitter. It's no limit till I D.I.E. CP3 or Rich McCallie where I be.
For the nigga who be talking loud and holding his dick, talking shit, he better lay low. For the bitch that said I shot some shit up out of my dick, now she sick, she better lay low. For the niggas who be claiming my hood and really ain't for my gang, better lay low. I hope he don't be thinking I'm just talking and I won't do a thing. Really hope so.
Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Aww. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. What?